Hello you guys, and thank y'all for tuning in to Chris Codes. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button because you know you want to, and it's free. Notification bell so be notified whenever I drop new content. Comment, subscribe, and yeah, let's get right into the video. All right, so this Foolishness Friday, we're going to be talking about Ari and Tuson. They are best friends, and for those of you that don't follow stuff like this or the things that they do, Ari is dating a rapper named Moneybagg Yo, and Tuson is her best friend. That's how most people know of him, as being her best friend. So they've been having some issues all over social media. She hadn't said too much about it until this very moment. She started speaking a little bit about it, but I guess she was being quiet because of what was about to air on the show she's doing. So we're going to watch the clip and then we're going to get into my commentary. So let's go ahead and watch this clip and let's get right into it.
I sent that money. Stop asking me.
Damn! You don't do you don't do all you do is complain. Get the fuck away from my.
So before I get into my thoughts on the situation, I want to give a little backstory for those of you that are watching that may not know what's really going on. So for Tuson, her best friend's birthday, she gifted him, she did this big check, real social media like check for 20 grand or something like that.
It started in June on Tuson's birthday when Ari decided to surprise him with this huge $20,000 check for his birthday for a down payment on a car that he wanted. Now, 2 months later, Tuson decided to take to social media to completely expose his ex-best friend, Ari Fletcher, saying he never received that $20,000. It was all for publicity. He even decided to make a GoFundMe trying to raise money, which, child, that GoFundMe is still at like $400, $500. Nobody really giving him any money, which I said I understand because look, that was Ari's responsibility. But other than that, Tuson was going live. He was constantly talking about the situation. He got one of the Dinner with the Dawn videos taken down, saying he wasn't getting paid for the YouTube videos that they were doing together. It was just crazy. Now, Ari wasn't speaking out at the time where Tuson decided to expose this, but she was insinuating on her Twitter that what Tuson was saying was ridiculous and that it wasn't true and that she was going to come out and give her side of the story, but fans just had to wait.
He was super excited, as he should be and whatnot. And the blowout came from him saying that he never received it. He went all out on social media. If I can find some of the posts he did, I'll try and insert them into the video here. But if not, we'll continue. Just so you all know, he went on social media kind of going on a rant about how she do stuff for social media and so on and so forth. Yeah, so that's where the blow up came up. And then now y'all see kind of like the aftermath of it all. So as you kind of dive a little bit more deep into the foolishness, come to find out she's saying that she sent the money to a car dealership because the payment was originally for a car.
And I believe, okay, excuse me if I'm wrong, I believe this is for this specific post. And one person said, "You took your stuff back, ... Now Ari responded and she said, "Wrong. I sent the money to the dealership and a MF tried to get a car in a CPN and I had no idea of that ish because that's effing illegal and they voided the application and sent me my money back. Find y'all PISSYASS somebody to play with." Okay. Now, Tuson, he decided to come for Ari, okay? He decided to respond. Y'all already know Tuson's going to be on it. He's been waiting for Ari to respond, okay? Waiting patiently. And he said, "Wrong. Girl, bye. Car got canceled because they never got the payment, but we can let you run with this, okay? Question, though. They sent the money back and you kept it? So is it a gift or was it some partial YouTube payment? Since we answering questions, either way, $20K became $0. Okay, and I had to say, like, Tuson really ate Ari up on this. I'm not gonna lie, he does have a point, because regardless, you gave him a check.
And I guess she didn't want to give the money to him directly. She wanted it to go towards a vehicle. So I have a few probably unpopular opinions about this scenario. Now, some people are going to view it as, you know, if you say you're going to do something, do it, and so on and so forth. And I see that perspective, but I am kind of on her side, not with the spitting.
Bitch, you look a mess.
I don't agree with spitting on anyone. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with that. But it's like, if what she said is true, that she sends it to a car dealership because that's what it was originally for, and she just didn't want to give the cash to him just, you know, in his hand, I can kind of see why she wanted her money to be what she originally planned for it to be. It's like giving a beggar something on the street. Like, even if your heart is in a good place, like, oh, they're saying I'm hungry, can you give me a couple of dollars to go get something to eat, whatever the case may be. You give them the cash hoping that they do exactly what they say they're going to do with it. But 9 times out of 10, the moment you pull off, they're headed to the local liquor store or the gas station to buy themselves some smokes or to buy themselves a beer. You know what I'm saying? Your heart can be in a good place, but it still goes to something that it shouldn't been going to. And I can also see the side where, like, she blew up. A lot of people see, they view it just from the action, but every action has a reaction. You know what I mean? Like, when you spend your life giving, we can say, oh, she got her money from Moneybag Yo, so what difference does it make? Or Moneybag Yo put her on, or whatever. You know, you can say whatever you want about the chick, but she has her own money. You know, she does. She has brand deals and all that jazz, Fashion Nova. She got the show. She had like some cooking show. However she got, you know, popping first, she still has her own money. She has her own brand. And what she wants to do with that money is her business. So the fact that it's like, okay, she gifted it to you. She told you she sent it to a car dealership. If you want it in your hand, you want it in your hand, whatever. But if she chose not to do that, that's her decision. That's her decision. So many times, like, people expect so much from others. Everybody has their hand out. And it's only so much someone that's giving is willing to take before they're just like, no. That's what I feel like most people don't see nowadays. No one owes you anything. I've said it time and time again. Nobody owes you anything. So if somebody is willing to give you something, it doesn't matter to what degree, be grateful for it. And if it didn't go to a car dealership, if she decided not to give it to you, or whatever the case may be, if that was your best friend, you thought it was wise to go on social media and bash her about it, or to start a GoFundMe, because he started a GoFundMe because she didn't give him the cash. So now other people should feel sorry because she didn't give you $20,000 for a car for your birthday. So we should donate to a GoFundMe for that reason. People create GoFundMes when their child is in the hospital and they need to pay for medical expenses. People start GoFundMes when their life is in shambles because of a hurricane or tornado. You started a GoFundMe because your best friend didn't give you the $20,000 she said she would give you on your birthday. Do you all see where I'm going with this? People have this sense of entitlement that's crazy. Social media has gotten people off their rocker.
Y'all killing me with this.
Off their rocker. It's started this epidemic of leeches, leeches, beggars, people that don't want to go out and get it. I constantly hear so many excuses about what people don't have, what people can't get. Life is throwing them this and life is throwing them that. But you know what I don't hear? What you're doing about it. I never hear that. I never hear, man, I'm going through this and I'm going through that, but I done picked up a part-time job. I'm going through this and I'm going through that, but I started this, and you know, I have a passion in this, so I started this, and it might not be popping right now, but it may be one day. I never hear what people are doing about it.
But you think it's small. We need to be thinking big. You need to be thinking big, bitch.
And if that was your best friend, never would I have ever gone to social media and blasted them about something as trivial as money. Money is necessary, but someone else's money that was gifted to you, that's different. It's just a shame to me. It's a shame. So people can bash her and talk about her all day. Oh, she just gifted it to him for social media and this, that, and the third. But let's stop that. Let's start taking responsibility. Let's start taking accountability for our lives. Again, nobody owes you anything. You want to see change in your life. You want to see, you know, people let their lives pass them by, and you wake up and you're 40 and you're 50 and you have nothing to show for it. You have nothing to show for it. You just going day in, day out, getting by. Working at a job that you can't stand just because it pays enough to get your bills in order. But what else are you doing? Why are you here? Stop expecting other people to sustain you. Stop expecting other people to support your lifestyle when you don't even support your lifestyle. If someone asked you today, like, you know, do you love your life? Would you change anything about your life? Is the answer yes or no? If the answer is no, you should be doing something about it. I don't feel like I'm perfect. I don't feel like, oh, you know, I couldn't be doing anything better. And that's what makes me better. Knowing that I can do better. Knowing that nobody owes me anything. Nobody's going to make it happen. So I go out and I make it happen. So many people are so comfortable and so complacent with their life being just okay. Why are you so okay with okay? So don't bash your friend on social media because she didn't give you 20K. Go out there and get that 20K. You've been on her cooking show. You've been on all these little clips and all this jazz because she got this huge social media presence. That was your door. That was your door. So many people miss their opportunity to do better. She's giving you opportunities. So you can say, oh, she didn't give you $20,000 and stuff like that. But you've been on how many different, that's why she said, you don't do nothing. You do nothing. People, I'm about to rant. Okay. People will say like, oh, you just say whatever. You just talking and no. But no, people don't see the big picture. She has this huge social media presence. Do you know how many companies pay for that? Do you know how many companies pay for that? And because you're her friend, you're on that. You on her cooking shows. You on her social media. You on this and that and this and that. People pay for that. So in her mind, she's like, I'm giving you this exposure for free. Brands pay for that. So if I'm giving you this exposure for free and you're not doing anything about it, and how dare you come to me trying to blast me and destroy my character, destroy my money, because that's what it boils down to when you're blasting her on social media, because that's her money, that's her brand. So you come on social media and you bash me and so on and so forth. When I've given you opportunities, people don't walk through the doors that's already open for them. God gives you all these opportunities, but you let them pass you by because you're so complacent. You're so comfortable. You're so used to people handing you stuff. Go out there and get it.
And
Go out there and get it. You know, I've done making excuses for people. So that's why I said this is a very unpopular opinion, because so many people are so comfortable living their life day by day by day, just seeing what they can get, what they can take. No. These hard lessons need to be learned to make you a better person. These hard lessons need to be learned, need to be taken in, and need to be understood to make you the person that God has want you to be. But you can't be that because you're so comfortable. You're so complacent, and you're so me. Do better for yourself so you can do better for your family. And it's so crazy how these little clips and these little, experiences of others can be eye-opening for you. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. I'm telling you, people get on my social media to watch the foolishness or whatever. And I'm not here just to be gossiping and talking trash and all that. No, that's not why I made this. So it's like, if you're not ready for change, if you're not ready to be a better person, don't watch my stuff. It's like, don't watch my stuff, like, because I'm gonna tell it how I see it, and it's just getting to a point where it's just ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. Like, stop making excuses for yourself. Stop making excuses for why your life isn't the way it should be. Not because I'm black and it's a struggle. We know that. How many other people are black and doing well? How many other people have gone through so much and are doing well? Tyler Perry said he was living in his car. Oprah has been sexually assaulted. You know what I mean? It's like all these people that have gone through so much in their life and they're still thriving. What's your excuse? I know life gives us curveballs and so on and so forth, but at the end of the day, you got to have discipline. It's a mind thing. It's a mind thing. And I'm not rich. I'm not where I want to be in life, but I know that one day I'll get there. And if you know that too, you don't need somebody's 20K to do it. Now, if that's gifted to you, thank God for that and do something with it. But if it's not, don't get on the internet talking about woe is me. Keep going. Keep going, because it makes you look like a beggar. It makes you look sad. Get it together. Get it together. All right, so in closing, because I gotta go, I want people to know that God has given you everything that you need in life to get your life to where you want it to be, to where you feel at peace, where you feel fulfilled, where you feel safe. And blaming other people for that is not going to get you to that point. You got to look within, look at yourself and see why I can't seem to get my life on track, while I keep going through this and going through that and going through this and going through that, going through the same stuff over and over and over again. Like, take accountability and stop blaming other people for your downfalls and for your issues. Make up your own mind as to who you want to be in life. If you want to be the type of person that has to ask, that has to beg, and has to have their hand out, that's your business. Okay, Tabitha Brown. That's your business. But if you want to be the one that's giving, or the one that's putting the hand out to a certain extent, because I've been that one that's giving, and you get resentful. So it's just, be mindful of that. But if you want to get to that point, you have to look at yourself and see what you're doing that's not beneficial, that's not productive, and change it. And yes, this came from like this came from experience. This came from life. You gotta wake up, smell the roses, okay? With that being said, if you haven't already, go and hit that like button, because you know you want to, and it's free. Notification bell so you're notified whenever I drop new content. Comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you all for the next video. Bye.